recording. And let's see if that works. Hopefully. Okay. And we do have one mysterious Trollefar Trollo here. So I should just do the normal warning that keep it anonymous if you don't want to be known, and don't show your face if you don't want to be known. But it is recorded. And apart from that, I think most of us know each other, so I'm not going to ask who are you, because I'm really interested in hearing what was the experience from the trip that you had to Hessdalen now. Maybe Rainer, maybe you can share the screen.
No, it doesn't work from this computer.
It doesn't work.
If you could do it.
I can do it. I can do it. Let me see.
Thanks.
Slideshow. Oh, wait. I will share first. Let me see. Oh yeah, I can do like that. Share window. No, share tab. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So no fixed topic and just talking. And
can you try it full screen if it works?
let me see. Does that?
Yeah, it's showing. Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay.
Yeah, so maybe you know, and as Fred told, some of you have been to Hessdalen right up till yesterday, or yesterday I returned home. It's been 4 or 5 days. A few members of the team, some are also here. And if you have to add something, please do. The reason for the trip was several things. So at first we wanted to go to Ledalen. That's a small valley right next to Hessdalen. And that's the place where this relocated soil has been found in the 80s. I will show you pictures in a minute. And other than that, we also enjoyed Hessdalen by itself, by hiking, and we also installed new cameras to the Blue Box, but I have also pictures of this. Okay, please, next slide. So as I said, Ledalen is a small valley next to Hessdalen, and Tom Andre, which is also here, who is also here, he found the location where this piece of soil has been relocated. I will have pictures of this later. And that's just a scenic shot, what to expect. If you're hiking in Ledalen, it's a little bit better maybe than the higher lands of Hessdalen, but they are equally beautiful and a little bit similar. Okay, next one. What was not so nice at this time of the year were the many mosquitoes. So in the evening hours, it was crazy. So at the Blue Box, but also in Ledalen, there were too many mosquitoes. So we helped each other with hookah spray, and I had this hat, and this was a lifesaver, this hat. The others tried to outrun the mosquitoes, partially successful. But the good thing is, at the field trip week, there will be no mosquitoes anymore. So last year at the field trip, they were all dead. So hopefully we don't have these problems. Next one. So why did we want to go there? That's the original photo from the 80s. And as you can see, these two people are standing in front of a piece of marshland. And this was cut out very precisely from a hole, which you can see at the bottom edge of this picture. It is in the middle of nowhere, so there is no roads going to this place. There are also no heavy machinery can go there because there's lots of wet soil all around, so it would get stuck immediately. It's really remote. But hunters found this, I think, in the winter or shortly before the winter, and the next spring, other people went there and took these pictures. So it is said that it's more or less with laser precision, this piece of soil was cut out. The roots of the plants were very cleanly sliced through. And the strange thing is, not only at the edges, but also at the bottom. So the people back then, they drained the water from this small pond where the piece of soil was removed. And they told us also at the bottom, it was very sharply cut. And none of us has an idea how this can be achieved. I mean, how to cut something very cleanly beyond the piece of soil, we have no idea. So that's the original picture. And one more, please. Next slide. There's another picture from the old time. And yeah, here you can see it a little bit more clearly, the small pond or the hole in front and the piece of soil in the back. And this was taken at the exact spot where it is. Next slide, please.
Oh.
And this is how it looks today. So in front you have the small pond. I think the edges or the shape of the pond might have been altered a little bit over the course of 40 years. And at the back you can see the darker edge in the grass. That's the edge of this piece which was cut out and then placed there. The strange thing is you can quite clearly see on 3 sides of this piece still the edges. And the edges are not really overgrown. So you can clearly see the soil at these places. Next slide, please. So what we did, we took lots of pictures, of course, of the hole and also of the piece of soil. So you can see here, you can still see the cutting edge. So it's not really overgrown. So the edge is still there visible. So we tried to take measurements of the hole as well as the piece of soil. And we found that, at least nowadays, it's a little bit smaller than it is on some pictures from the past. There are some sketches which say it is 5 meters long, and we measured a little bit less than 5 meters. I don't have the numbers right in my head. So we tried with the scale to measure how big it is. Also, the piece on one side is a little bit eroded, so it's not really high anymore, but yeah, thin, so to say. So it's not clear where it really ends, but we did our best to measure it out. Next slide, please. And then what we also did, I brought a professional grade Geiger counter for a non-invasive detection of anomalous stuff. And I did a lot of measurements very carefully of the pond and also of the piece of soil, but it measured nothing. So no radiation was measurable beyond the normal background, which we have everywhere in the world, on that piece. Yeah, like I said, we took lots of pictures, and we don't have, of course, a good explanation. What we also found puzzling, the small pond, like the edges of the ponds, they go up quite sharply from bottom to top. So if you look at other ponds there, let's say the shore of this pond is quite smooth. So first there's grass and there's a little bit of water and it gets deeper and deeper and then you have your pond. But with this one, you have the grass and then there's a steep edge and it goes immediately down to the water. You have the bottom and on the other side it goes steep up again. So that's something which makes this pond different from all of the other small ponds which we found. Yeah, that's already everything about a piece of marsh. So it is like 1.5 hours maybe hiking from Leedalen. So we didn't hike from Hessdalen because from Hessdalen it's a really long walk. So we drove into Leedalen, and there's 1.5 hours there and 1 hour 10 minutes back if you have the support of the mosquitoes. So then you speed up a little bit. Yeah, we are thinking about what could we do or what else could we measure. So if you have any ideas, please let us know. It is still there, and yeah, we could think about it. Yeah, Anna, please.
I have a question. I would assume that someone has taken samples of the soil, the vegetation, the roots shortly after this was discovered. Maybe that's a wrong assumption, but has any testing ever been done on any of that in a lab?
Well, I don't know. If anybody else knows something like that, please tell me. We have been told that just some days or weeks ago, it seems that another group or some people have been there and may have taken some samples. But this is in recent time, like weeks or months ago. If there was something in the old time, Fred or Erling, if you know anything, please tell me. I don't know of that.
I don't think there was any samples taken in the old time.
I mean, if you have ideas or the possibility or suggestions on what to test for, this would also be great. Yeah, Tom Andre? You're muted if you're talking.
We had United came and visited us on a Saturday when we were there, and he told us that there were a group of people going over to Ledon and took some samples, but we don't know who they were and where the samples went, so we haven't got any report from that.
And it was like in recent times, right? This year, or is this correct?
It was in 1983, the spring of 1983.
Yeah, it happened, but the sampling?
Yeah, the sampling as well. Yeah.
The sampling took place in 1983?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
But I asked United, do you know the names of the people who took the samples, and if, are there any reports? And he didn't know anything.
Okay.
So someone has been there and done some samples and things like that, but we haven't heard anything after that.
Okay, so then my saying was wrong. It was not recently, so it was in the old time. Okay.
And also, I don't remember, but he also told us that not in the recent time, but maybe 5 or 8 years ago, there was also this school class going over to the Ledon area and check out the piece of March and taking also some samples. But we haven't heard any reports about that as well, so I'm not sure actually.
Okay. Christian?
Yeah, so the thing I think might be interesting to test would be microbes, because if there hasn't grown anything in 40 years, there's probably a reason, and maybe what stops plants from growing might also alter the what microbes are there. So I think that might be interesting, like biological factors, because obviously there's stuff not regrowing in 40 years, and that's very good to me.
You can see on the picture.
Yeah.
Who's on the screen now? You can see the cutting edge.
Yeah.
And there has been no growth whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And when we went there, we could take a close look, and we also saw the cutting edges on the soil.
Yeah.
So it's quite strange, actually. Nothing has grown there ever since.
So also toxins might be interesting because they keep stuff from growing. But yeah, maybe. But I'm no expert in that, so I wouldn't know
me neither.
In that regard. But maybe if you just make a culture of microbes from there, and another culture from, I don't know, a meter away or just on top of the piece of soil, and there are totally different things growing, that might give us some clues or might be interesting. And maybe I mean, that has to be analyzed after that as well, but growing cultures shouldn't be as difficult. But testing them, that's another story.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. John, yes?
Okay, yes. When I saw this the first time, I was thinking about students that do some kind of ecological inventory. So they cut the land and measure and wait and check everything. But normally when they do that, they put the patch in place. They don't leave this.
Yeah, it is just too big to lift. So John Arvid told us when they originally found it, the piece was 70 centimeters in height, so over half a meter. And imagine the weight of this thing, it must be more than a ton.
Yeah, so we'll take my machinery and we don't see anything. So at that time there was no...
Yeah, and we can also mention that a couple of years before they found this piece of soil in Ledalen, there was another area in Norway, farther north, that's called, what's the name of the island again?
Andøya.
Andøya, yeah. and they found exactly the same piece of soil with exactly the same measurements that were cut out. So we have
where did that
documented the 2 places in Norway with the exact same piece of march and exact same of measurements in 2 different places. And it's a very far distance in between those 2 spots. So it's quite strange.
I heard that there is one in the States too,
Oh,
but that's rumor. I don't have the details at the moment, but someone said to me a long time ago that there was a similar in one of the States.
do you remember the name of that person?
No.
Okay.
But
Fred?
if you
Oh, sorry.
search, yeah, but if you search, you may find something.
Okay.
No, there's also first time I went to Hessdalen and we talked about this. I know there's a grandmother living in Hessdalen that used to go and get blueberries, and she also saw soil that had been moved like this. And I know how to find her, so we just have to remember to see if we can find her when we are up there.
Yeah, we should try that. Yeah, okay.
Another place in Hellstown.
Yes, yes.
Okay. That's interesting.
I just have a quick question about that. Has there been any comparisons between those 2 sites in Norway?
Not as we know, because we don't have any documents about or released documents about it. It's quite hard to find.
I was just wondering if there's similarities like in the topography, elevation, just any kind of similarities, or if there's differences, because that would be
Yeah.
important too.
Yeah, that's a big question, because we wonder that ourselves, and I have tried to search all around the internet, but I can't find. It's basically nothing to find. So it's quite strange.
Okay.
Do you have more pictures?
Yes, yes. Please
You
go
do-
to the next slide. So there are some pictures of all the other stuff we did.
Yeah.
So together with Marvin, he installed 2 more cameras to the Blue Box. As you might remember, we have there 2 cameras running, and very often we see maybe an insect or maybe a reflection or whatever on one of the cameras. So the idea was to put a second camera, 2 second cameras, so now it's 4 in total, up there, and always 2 of the cameras look in the same direction, but they have a certain distance between each other. So hopefully now, if there is a dark insect in front of one camera, it should not be on the other. If it is, it wasn't an insect. And also, if you have a reflection or something bright, you can always check the second camera if it also saw the same thing. So Marvin and me, we put them there, we put the cables and everything. And one camera has to go a little bit higher on the mast, but this we will do during a field trip, because everything really takes a long time. You have to prepare the cables, the software and everything, and then you have all these mosquitoes, so the later the evening, the more unpleasant it was. But they're both running. They are not yet automated, so I will see up to the field trip, it will be automated and be available for team members. Next slide. I think now there are some pictures of Marvin and me putting up the stuff. On the left you can see the inside of the Blue Box. So it's quite small, so 1 people can work in there quite nicely, but if you are 2, it's a little bit dense. So he was preparing the cables, putting them to the right length at the very spot. Then we put them outside, routed them very nicely so that nobody is tripping over them. And on the right, he mounted one of the cameras at the edge of the Blue Box. Next slide.
Oh, wait. Oh, here.
Yep, this was the Blue Box part. And then we also did a little bit stuff for fun. We were hiking into Gröterdalen, That's also a small valley connected to Hessdalen. It's a little bit more in the south, and then you go to the east. There also have been sightings reported, and there's also the cabin where Kim has been staying during the last field trip.
And
where
Anna.
He reported even strange things from the cabin alone. So we went there. It was beautiful weather. It was not too hot. It was a little bit windy, so no mosquitoes. And yeah, we went to a small lakes. Two of us indeed went for a short swim, and we were just enjoying the time. Next slide. I think there's one
Just
more
to say,
picture.
this is also where Anna Scott was.
Yeah.
Ah, right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I'll give you the next slide.
Oh yeah, and very often small bright things are seen in front of our cameras and in the stacks, and I assume lots of them are these cotton type seeds. So at this in Gröterdalen they were growing all around. Yeah, and I think just very often it's the seeds in the wind flying around. So some people always contact me and say there was something bright on the camera streams, and if you go back, it very often looks like exactly these. Next one. Yeah, that's just a scenic shot from Gröterdalen. So it's a very easy hike, very beautiful. You can even see, I think we saw the Uyungen Lake, did we? At least you can see Point Bravo very nicely, where you can hike from the Sletterle parking lot. So really beautiful. Next slide. Oh, yeah. This should have been before. That's another picture of Marvin putting stuff up to the blue box. Okay, next one. Yeah, this was the small team which was there. So it was really nice, very good team, excellent teamwork. They all helped me to carry stuff up and down the blue box and everywhere. So this was very much appreciated. So I really have to thank all of them for driving, for carrying, and for helping all of this.
And
Next
this is Matthias to the right. Is it?
Yes, yes, Matthias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And VG, the newspaper in Norway, had this beautiful article. It's like a special article that you click on and you get full screen and you can scroll down to read the story. More than that, they also had this weekend insert with 10 pages. And now the latest one is that they have the best pictures of the newspaper that came out. And it started with the pictures from Hessdalen. So that was kind of like nice.
Nice.
Yes. Just wanted to say. Next.
Yeah. Yeah, next one. I think the next is also the last.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So that's also just a nice evening shot. At the moment, it is not getting real dark, so the sun is setting, but still it stays bright. And we made good use of this. So at one time we went to Böttchendalen, also very close, which is going into Hessdalen, at 2 in the night. And yeah, we did some spotting around. Sadly, we did not see anything strange. And on another day, I went to the top of Rogne, also at, I think 11 or 12 in the night, because you can just perfectly see everything. Very calm, almost no wind back then, and you're alone on the whole mountain. So this was really very, very nice. So I just can encourage everyone to come to the field trip. Back there, then it will be dark in the night. So,
Yeah.
But that's also good if you want to see stuff which is illuminated. Yeah, that's all. Thank you very much, and we can talk
Okay, then.
about whatever now.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Linus has his hand up. So.
Yes. Back in the blue box, the old computer, you managed to get it
Yep.
back in. But did you manage to get the IP?
No, not yet. I wrote it in the email. So it is still configured in the firewall configuration, which means it has a static IP, or at least 2 static IPs, because it has a dual port network card. And we went there on the last day, and I switched it on. I could log in with your credentials, but on the fly, I could not change the IP to DHCP so that it gets assigned an IP from the router. And also the executable for the Global Consciousness Project, EGG, it is somewhere else. So it was not on the path which you mentioned, it has to be somewhere else. And I didn't find it back then. And I switched it off again to not disturb the other computers, because it boots up with a static IP, and then, or maybe even doing DHCP by itself. So I have to change the network configuration first, and then hopefully it should run again.
So the static IP is not in operation anymore.
No.
And you couldn't check it if it was can get on the net.
Well, the problem is the computer itself has a static IP, and it needs to be changed to DHCP. But I'm not the super expert in this, so I had to do some Googling, and it was too less time because of our last day, so the others were waiting in the car. But I will be back in 1 month, and then I will try to change it.
Okay.
At the moment it is switched off, not just to disturb, not anything else.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes. I am feeling a little bit guilty about not having enough time to promote the field trip. I may need more help to get it out on Facebook. I'm not on X at all. We have enough people to do it all, so no cancellation. We're gonna do it all, and we have 2 journalists from Denmark coming, so that's very nice. We may also get 2 from Sweden. Not sure if they're coming for the conference or for the field trip. We'll see. So, are there any questions about the field trip? No, about the conference and the field trip. Please wait a few more days before my head cools down a little bit.
Okay.
But you can send emails, and I will definitely respond to that when I have time. But I have some crazy days this week, and then on Monday the moving car is coming, and then we have washing and blah blah blah. So the next 2 weeks are still going to be crazy. But yeah. But anyway, are there any questions about the field trip?
Or anything else?
Or anything else?
Yeah.
In fact, I have my own presentation. I sent the draft last week, I think. Yes, I am ready for.
Yeah, it's full on the conference day, but we have on the field trip, we have plenty of time to have presentations, and that's what I was encouraging people to do. So
Okay.
yeah, so the goal is then to invite people to this UFO cabin. You have seen this beautiful one with a nice view and nice windows. So I hope that this will be a place where we can have more intimate presentations.
Okay, because I had one ready for 2 days for.
Oh, for today. For
It's
today.
already. I'm ready. So.
Then I will. Maybe you want me to open it on my screen and share it, or can
Let's
you?
take Erling's question
Let's
first.
take
maybe?
Erling's questions first, and then you can try to share on your screen. But Erling had a question, yes?
Yes, about the conference.
Yes.
You have the economic situation under control. Will it be possible to run the conference without anyone getting bankrupt?
I think so. I think so. I would like to have more people to attend. That's for sure. But we can, like, if we don't get 50 people, if we get 25 people in Trondheim, that is still fine. We can reduce that. Of course, we pay for basically how many people we are, more or less. So that's not a big problem. So when it's the field trip itself, there's no extra cost for us. It's on each individual to get a cabin and stuff like that. So it looks like it's okay. I would have liked to have more people, that's for sure.
Yeah, but do you have enough people to
I have
be
enough.
able to run it?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Sean, sorry, I thought it was So I thank you for having a short presentation today. That's nice. Are you able to share the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Because then you are in control.
Okay, do you see it?
No, not yet. I think you know how to start it with the. Oh yes. No, it went away.
Okay. I will do
Almost.
it again.
Almost. Yes. No. Yeah, we have one little line here.
Okay, we'll just check. Okay. No, we'll do it again.
I think Chrome has changed the way, or Google Meet has changed the way you share. So you have to click on the part you want to share, either as the window or.
Okay, I will do it right now.
Yes.
Do you see it?
Yes. Now we see it.
It's full. Okay.
Yes. That's good.
Okay. Okay. So basically, in the last meeting in May, you have tried a motion detection program, and it doesn't work very well. So I changed the approach. So to recap, so for the December 25th light phenomena, I checked 3 days before and 3 days after. So 6 days to see what was something strange in that time window. So what I did now, if I go, so again to recap, we have 6 days, December 22, 23, 24, and from 26 to 28, to have the 6-day window, to check if there is something else. Because in Quebec, when people saw a bar of lights, it's often clustered. They see them for several days. So I decided to check if there's something before and after the December 25th. So the old methodology was the motion detection, and that doesn't work very well. Mm-hmm. Since the May meeting, I decided to use a method similar to what Rainer is doing now. So I asked the GPT-OSS AI model to generate 3 programs. The first is to stack the complete footage. Each 20-minute footage is 1 image, and they always keep the brightest pixel for each frame, and that one in batch mode. So if I give a directory, the program will process all the videos and will give the stack image. The other program is to find anomaly. So I use the stack image and draw an area around what I want to check. And the second program will find where in the footage the anomaly is and return all the frame number. And the third step is to extract the anomaly. You just extract few seconds before and few seconds after. In fact, we have to do by hand because in fact we don't know exactly what we are searching, so we have to check everything. And for that I use the VLC program and there is an add-on to have the timestamp and the frame number, so I can find exactly where the anomaly is in the footage. Okay, here is an example how I use AI to generate program. So I give the AI model this prompt, open a image, display as a user, select an area. So with these instructions, the model generates a program for this. So everything, it compares the luminance and the frames where the luminance match within a given threshold. It will keep the frame and save it in a file. So this is an example of the code. Here is an example of a stack image. I always use the December 25th as a test footage. If the program works on this one, it will presumably work on the other. Here is an example of how I select an anomaly. So at the right, it's just car headlights, but the small dots and the blue rectangle are something unusual. A bright flash that lasts just one frame. So we define this area, and the program will find exactly where this is located. Oh, here is what I do for helping to search anomalies. The complete frame with how the house light mask to avoid the error. The left crop that contains the left side of the forest, and right crop to the right side. So all the video files were processed, and very interestingly, there was one anomaly per hour that was detected at the first. And these were just speck of lights. So I eliminated everything that was not possible in the day or in the sky. So I eliminated all cases that it is not possible to do proper interpretation. So all these anomalies, except for two, they lasted just 1 or 2 frames. And during the day, practically no anomalies. So we have one here. And these are other examples. In this example, the background is always the forest and not the sky. But they don't eliminate the forest. So it seems this is just in the camera sensor. So I do a search for these, all these anomalies, and for the great majority of them, these are cosmic rays. Cosmic rays enter the body of the camera. They don't even pass through the lens. They enter directly and touch the sensor. So a camera without lens or with a cap will detect also those light spectrum. So that how these occur, you have a highly energetic cosmic ray that enters the atmosphere. It is scattered when it hits air molecules. So each time it hits an air molecule, it will create a secondary particle, and so on. And for the camera, the majority that I detect are muons and neutrinos. So here is the cosmic ray exposure for Europe. So in Norway, this is about the average. This is not the first time that somebody detects this. There is another example from people who are doing astrophotography. When they are doing long exposure, they find on the sensor some speck of lights like this. And this is not the first time that in Esdaden cosmic rays are detected. There are old photos, long exposure, that show them. Here is an example that are at the same time 3 small dots in the same frame, 3 separate small dots. So that means that the particle was split in 3 and entered the sensor after. And this one is the most spectacular one. It is
And this is one frame?
one frame, 2 frame.
2 frame.
The top is 1 frame, and the other one is another frame. This one is 2 frames. So about these fur detection, normally it is correlated with latitude and altitude. So we don't know if Esdaden is more privileged for that.
Ja, han... Hæ?
The other question is, does cosmic rays act as a
Han har
trigger to
ingenting.
generate
Dette
luminous
er det
phenomena?
lyset. Og det bruker å se klokka 12
They are
hver dag.
suspect
Nå må
for
klokka-
lightning, ordinary lightning.
Klokka 10:30.
The path of the lightning strike could be triggered by a cosmic ray.
Jeg har sett det og flyttet seg sånn at det har gått 90 grader.
Also, I found this article, but sometimes just finding one explanation for all cases, you have to be very, very careful for that because there may be many explanations, many causes. Aside from cosmic ray, I found 2 possible candidates. Well, these are ambiguous, so I will show them. December 23, 1820, there was an ascending light. So this, another one, it seemed to climb the mountain, disappear in the back, and go back to the starting point.
This is a stack?
Yes, this is the stack.
And it was below the horizon?
No.
It was above
All
the
right.
horizon.
In fact, okay, I will show. And hence, just at the horizon, this is a stack from my program.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't catch it, Rainer.
You go the other side, we see it, and it returns to the starting point.
You didn't catch that, Rainer.
The light source follow exactly the edge of the mountain, disappear behind, and reappear and return to starting point.
Wow.
Did you-
One possibility. I can show the video after.
Was it the same speed than a plane? Because then we can check on flight radar, because that's the spots, and the other light looks exactly like the spots from planes, the traces from planes.
This one is a plane.
Yeah, exactly. But the left one is not?
No, I will show the. It's
Okay.
quite strange that I was thinking of a drone, but because it returned to the takeoff point or the launch point. Okay, the second one is the right side, the right crop. There is a one light that has just one frame, but at the same time there is another one that has about 1 second. Normally the cosmic rays last just one frame, but the other one lasts second one 1 second. So at the bottom, one frame, and the top 1 second. So so this one may be what I think could be a precursor, but since the bottom light lasts just one frame, perhaps it's just an effect from another kind of particle. So I don't know. So. So conclusions, but cosmic rays are quite unexpected. I take several pictures, long exposure, and on my picture I never saw that. But I never take exposure for several days. The two candidates, they are interesting, but as we will see, there are a lot of ambiguities. And for the field trip, I will bring a Geiger counter and to compare the background radiation at SRM to what I measure for Quebec. So, and we'll see if it's higher or lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Can you tell me? Can you tell me please the timestamp of this other light which flew the curve? Can you tell me the UTC or whatever, or the video file you used?
Yes. Okay, I want to read the presentation.
You can just tell me. You don't have to restart the presentation.
What amazing work you've been doing. Really amazing.
Yeah, thanks a lot for your
Yeah,
research.
thanks.
Not many people invest so much time.
Yeah.
December 23, 2025.
Yeah.
The time 18:20.
UTC?
Uh,
The video
it's,
time.
the time on the file name.
Yeah, then it's okay. And camera 2, I guess.
Camera 2, yes.
Okay.
Now I will try to show you the video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I found this too, and I concluded it is a plain looping. But let's look at the video.
okay.
I even found the flight radar track. There was a plane from Oslo to Røros, and it turned back.
Oh.
Okay. So what I find interesting is it's just by chance. It followed exactly the mountain. It climbed like it was climbing at the edge. This is just a coincidence.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, do you see it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and we'll start it.
Yeah, it's exactly following the edge. Yeah, but I think it's a coincidence.
Do we have any way of, I mean, on the flight radar you can find out, but you can
Yes,
also see how far away it is then, right?
Yes, you could. I just added 2 slides to the presentation of earlier.
Okay.
The stack, which we already saw, the full stack of it. And also I checked on flight radar, I went back in time, and you see that it is a plain rerouting. Let's just look at flight radar maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coincidentally that it is exactly at the horizon level.
Uh-huh. So when we know the location of the airplane, can we use this in some way to kind of guess the size of the light source, like from an airplane, or would that not matter at all? I'm just thinking about other cases. If this was in front of the mountain, then you know it's in front of the mountain. But is it possible to kind of... now we still have... There's no camera on upper station yet, right?
No.
No. Do you want to show the extra, the flight radar?
You have to share it. I'm
I have
sorry.
to share. Okay.
Okay, can I stop it? Okay, I will just...
Yeah. Thanks for
I
showing.
will speed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
And after it comes back, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I also have seen this in the stacks and was very, when I tried to find out or found out what it is, yeah.
Okay, now I'll try to
Let me see. I will share the present now, and this one share. And do I go to the next, or what do I do?
Yes, next slide.
Sure. The end, maybe I have to refresh. Oh. Let me see.
2 back.
two back. This
Yep.
one?
So
Yeah.
that's when I found it, and I also found it quite strange. And then on the next slide, you can exactly see that a plane was going back from Oslo.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, it came from Oslo.
Okay.
It should go to Røros, but it went back.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Exactly what I found. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Cool that you found it too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Huh.
Okay. The next one.
You want to share again?
Yes, it will be the next one is very. Okay, so do you see it?
Yes.
You just see the flash, and the second one will start it again in the left area here.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I see it. What it is.
You see what it is?
No, I see it, but I have no idea what it is. I mean, it could be, as you said, that some particle was exciting
yeah.
the sensor for a little bit a longer time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is something like radiation damage with cameras. If you have them in a radiating environment, some pixel can become completely white, and some pixels like flip between white and black, for example. But maybe also if the radiation hits, one pixel gets charged for a little bit of time and then decays again.
So
So this is probably that.
But now we have two cameras, and if it ever happens again, we have like double the amount of data to check if we find it on the second camera.
yeah.
Yes.
So this will be exciting.
Yeah. And this is the one that was like 1 second, or?
Yeah.
1 second. One.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's true. This is partly the reason why you wanted to have these two cameras, so you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
To see
Yeah.
if it's a real event or if it was only in one camera. Yeah.
Yeah. So not only for the bugs and the flies and the leaves, but also for cosmic ray and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sean,
it
for
was
looking so
that
deeply
was-
into the video files. That's really nice of you. Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I know it's a lot of work. It does not seem like it, but cropping the video and going through it frame by frame, it really takes a long time. So
Yeah.
thank you.
With the program that find the frames that help.
Okay.
But
When we meet in Toronto, we can talk because I tried something similar with FFmpeg. So to mark like a small portion of the frame and then have FFmpeg go through the video and select the section of the video where the frames are the brightest. But it didn't work very well for me. So,
Oh no, I try also with the FFmpeg.
Mhm.
The first presentation I was using this and it was not very.
Okay. No, yeah, we can.
do we have
This one's better.
do we have other incidents that should be analyzed like this? I think the line on the sky that is like moving a little bit and then stopping and then going like that is not easy to analyze. I don't know what you call that. Let me see. Go to the
You mean during the daytime, this fluffy object thing?
yeah. That's what I was thinking about. Recent findings. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, you called it the something bright.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's up in the sky, and I don't think that would be easy to analyze. You do have the slow blinking object, but that's also up in the sky and not easy because it's probably. But that was the.
Well, we assumed it is a slowly rotating satellite, more or less.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, sometimes when they are orbiting a satellite, it will tumble on itself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, lots of things happening in this UFO area of field these days, from the release of new UFO files and stuff like that. Is there anyone that wants to comment on that?
Yes, there was one that looks like an Earth light.
What kind
I
of light?
posted on the Discord,
Okay.
but it is very bad. Okay, let me try if I can found it.
I'm kind of wondering, have anything changed, or how much do we feel that the discussion has changed after these releases? I still haven't seen the Spielberg movie, but I feel like the impact of the movie has not been what I expected.
I don't know. I also haven't seen it yet.
Me neither, but I have the same feeling about it.
We should watch it together in Hessdalen somehow. If it's on Amazon Prime or so, maybe we can watch it together there.
Oh yeah, we might do that.
That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah. Jean, are you trying to show some picture or?
Yes, the light over the forest, but I don't remember exactly where I put
Where
it.
you put it?
so,
Okay. Okay. So your presentation, you have a presentation at now this coming weekend, Rainer?
Yes, on the SDU conference. I think mine will be on Sunday in the afternoon, if I remember correctly.
First coming Sunday? The Sunday coming now? Or
On
next?
Sunday the 26th.
26. Okay.
So sadly, I did not get any free or discount codes for the online participation, and I think it's $75 if you want to attend online to listen to all the talks.
Okay.
Were you meaning a discount code for yourself?
No, discount code to give away to other people.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there is it's substantially cheaper than the conference, but
Yeah. So,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
So is it 2 days?
Yes, 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, full of talks, exactly.
Okay.
And the Friday before, there's a dinner and a keynote speaker. So
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well. Yes. I don't have any other topics to discuss, so unless somebody has something they want to ask about. We have or
Anyone from the unknown members want to say anything? April X or Trollfar? This is the time. You can stop the recording, Fred.
I can stop the recording so people can see.
If you want to say something, that's fine. If not, that's all.